Mr. Satya, shall we start with prayer?
Yes, Father.
Okay, good. So, dear teachers, okay, let us start. Okay, this meeting of Mr. Safik sessions. Okay, on online setting question paper continuation with a short prayer. Those who are coming in, you just come in. We'll start on time because we have to respect those people who are already waiting. Good. Let us pray. Almighty God, we are very grateful to you for having brought us together. And we are very grateful to you for the instrumentality of Mr. Modi Mohammad Safiq, our resource person for this professional development program. As we are grateful to him for his availability and for the service minded, we are also asking each one of us to bless and guide us all through this meeting by illumining our minds and hearts. May this session be a source of enlightenment for all of us, that we'll be able to get all the necessary things to set the questions through online, and in this way we'll be able to facilitate the evaluation for our students. Be with us, guide us, and illumine our minds. We make this prayer in your holy name. Amen. Good. So once again, very good evening to Mr. Safiq and my dear teachers. Good evening.
Good evening, Father.
So the teachers also, I must be very grateful. Teachers also, I must be very grateful. Good evening. Good evening. So you are also having a lot of work, though. I have declared holiday. The government has declared holiday from 21st to 25th. But you have got 10th paper corrections, 9th paper corrections. Along with this, this continuous professional development by Mr. Safiq. So, my dear teachers, children, it's a noble job. So there is no other way. So thank you very much for your availability also. All right, good. So with this, start note. Mr. Mohammed, will animate us. Will continue giving a session on how to set the question paper through online setting question paper. And once he finishes the session, I will thank him. And afterwards, kindly don't leave the meeting. Don't leave the meeting. I'll give 1 or 2 points for the school and for your improvement plan also. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll have now the continuation session by Mr. Mohammed. Thank you, Mohammed.
Yeah, thank you so much, Father. So good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
All are here, evening, or anybody yet to join? Around 39 teachers are here now, I think.
You can start off because already 6:05.
Okay, okay, Father. So I'll start. So let me begin the second session of professional development program. So I hope you guys understood what I explained in yesterday's class. So I explained you about how we can set the question paper using Google Form with the help of mobile phone itself. Okay, I mean it is only for those who don't have laptop or don't have facility to work with laptop or a desktop computer. So yesterday I explained regarding the usage of Google Form to create question paper with the help of mobile itself. But then, as I told you yesterday, even one ma'am asked a question yesterday, and I told like about timer, how to set the timer when we conduct a test. So those add-ons facility and all we cannot enable when we create Google Form with the help of mobile phone. So those things and all can be easily accessible only when you are using any laptop computer or desktop computer. Okay, so now I'll be sharing you the screen where from my laptop, okay, I'll show you how you can create Google Form with the help of a laptop and what are all the additional features which you can use when you are making Google Form. Okay, so just give me a minute, I'll share the screen. Yeah, is it visible to you all? Can anyone of you respond? Is my screen
Yes,
visible?
yes, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it is visible. It's visible,
Yeah,
Mohammed.
fine. So what you just have to do is when you are working in laptop, as usual, in every laptop there will be any browser. So maybe like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or any other browser which you use, like Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge, whichever the browser you can use. You just have to open the browser. Okay. So what you just have to do is just a minute, something happened. Yeah. So what you just have to do is you have to open a browser. So mostly people will use a Firefox as a default browser. So what you can just do is you can open Firefox, and when you open Firefox, a normal URL will open where it will take you to the home page, that is Google. Then in the URL address, what you need to type, like yesterday you typed in mobile, the same thing you need to type, forms.google.com, forms.google.com. Can you able to see it on screen now? Yeah, so you need to type forms.google.com and press enter. So when you type forms.google.com, it will take you to another page where it will ask you to type your email ID and password. As I told you already, every one of you will have your own email ID registered, right? So what you can just do is you just have to select your personal mail ID, okay, and you need to type its password. So you just have to enter your mail ID and you need to type your own password, okay, and then when you click next, it will take you to Google Form section. So can you able to see? So this is how Google Form will open as usual. Now, like yesterday, I told you all the process, the same process what I showed you yesterday in mobile, the same process you need to repeat again in a laptop as well. So here what you can do is you can give a title to this form. So you can keep it like 11th standard chemistry test, something like this. So if somebody is conducting test in a particular subject, so you can give a title to it. Then if you want, you can give some description about the text, about the test. Like if it is a cyclic test, you can type a cyclic test comprises of 20 marks or something like that. You can type and you can give a short description. If it is a quarterly exam, then you can type there as quarterly exam comprises of some 40 marks or 50 marks, like that. Then by default, as I told you, email address will be there. So email address is always mandatory, where you can collect the database of students. Then in the untitled question, if you want to collect few more information about the student, then you need to type as usual. Like for example, name of the student, and here you need to select short answer. Okay, and next, if you want to repeat the same thing, like for example, after name of the student, if you want any other information to be collected, you have to just duplicate it. So you should click on duplicate option, and here you type register number, okay, and again click duplicate option, okay. Now you can start typing question, like for example, any question, okay, 1 plus 1 is equal to dash question mark, okay. So something like that you can. And if you are creating multiple choice question, you should use multiple choice, or if you are creating descriptive type question, then you should use paragraph option, like that I told you yesterday, okay. Now all this is common when you are creating Google Form. Then as usual, as I told you, here you need to click on settings option. See, when you work on mobile, then only this three dots alone will be visible. But when you are working in laptop, okay, laptop browser, so settings will be next to the send option, okay, left to send option, something like this, okay. So you need to click on settings, and all those settings which I told you yesterday, you need to enable. Like for example, you need to enable make this quiz option, and then in general, you need to select limit to one response option, because I told you there are chances that few students may do multiple login and try to attend the test. So to limit to one particular response, you need to select a limit to one response option. And after doing all this, you need to save it. Okay. Now, listen, one more thing. You need to set the answer key. Okay. So yesterday I told you about all this answer keys and all. Now, this is one method. This is manually creating questions with the help of Google Form by directly visiting the website. Now, there is another way where you can save lot of time of while creating Google Form. So for that, what you need to do is you can type all the question in Microsoft Word or in Google Word, okay, Google Docs, okay, where you can type all the questions and keep it ready-made, and you just have to copy and paste it. So I'll explain you how to do that. So for that, what you need to do is instead of going to Google Forms option, you need to go to drive.google.com. Listen, this is very, very important. This will save a lot of time. Okay. Because to create question here one by one, we need to copy and we need to select each option and we need to type all this we have to do. So to save a lot of time, what you need to do is you just have to go to drive.google.com. So everybody, whenever you create your email ID, by default, Google Drive account will also be created for you at free of cost. Google Drive is like a cloud storage where you can store all your files in the internet itself. Okay. So when you go to Google Drive, something like this will appear. Okay, where all your files which you have stored in Google Drive, like photos and everything, will be there. But what you need to do is you need to create a document now. So for that, what you need to do is you need to select this new option in Google Drive. So when you click on new, it will ask you few options. Okay. So just it's loading. So you can see here, lot of options are there. New folder, new file upload, like this, lot of options are visible. Now what you need to do is you need to select Google Docs option. So Google Docs is nothing but Google document. Okay. So you click on Google Docs option. So another tab will open where something similar to Microsoft Word document will open. Okay. There you need to type the questions inside that document frame. You need to type the question. Okay. So here, for example, now this is the Google Documents. So this is the page. So in this page, what you need to do, you need to type your question. Okay. Like for example, define atomic mass. Question number 2. Who is the founder of Enigma machine? Okay. Say for example, if you are even trying to create a multiple choice question also, you can type choice itself below the question. Okay. So like this, after typing question, below you can even type the choices. Say for example, Albert Einstein. So some other choice you can type. Just a minute, some server problem is there. So something like this, some 3 options or 4 options, whatever you want, you can type. Now listen, this is very, very important. Now you have created all the question in the Google Documents. Can you able to see? Now this question, you just have to copy and paste it to your Google form. So for that, there is an add-on, separate add-ons is available inside the Google document itself. So that you need to install in Google Docs. So you can see here, can you see in menu called add-ons inside the Google Docs? So in add-ons, you need to select an option called get add-ons. So when you click on get add-ons option, so a window will appear with the multiple applications will be there in that. There you need to select a particular specific application called document to form converter. Okay, so just I'll show you. It's loading. So you can see here there is a app called doc to form. Can you see now? In the third next to math type, there is an app called doc to form. You need to install this add-on. Okay, so you click on doc to form option, then install option will come. You need to click install. Okay, so when you click install, it will again ask you to continue. So you click on continue option. So you need to just give permission in order to install this. So you click continue. So it will take some time, some 1 or 2 minutes to install this application. So just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So when you click continue, another site will open where again it will ask you to enable all the permissions so that this app can install in the Google Docs. Okay, so just again it will show you your mail ID and everything. So you select your mail ID, your personal mail ID, or maybe your organization's mail ID, whichever the mail ID you are using. So you have to select that mail ID, and you just come down here, you scroll down, and there will be an option called allow. So you should click on allow option. Okay, so once you give allow option, it will take some 1 or 2 minutes to install this document to form add-on. Okay, so once so you can see once it's installed, it will show you doc to form has been installed. Click OK and then close this window. Now again go to add-ons menu. You can see now document to form option is appearing now. Now you need to click on create form from doc. Okay, which means create form from document. So instead of going to Google Form website, what you can do is you have to just go to Google Drive, make a document, type all the question, okay, and from document itself you have to create form. So you just have to go to add-ons, select doc to form option, and click on create form from doc. So once you click on create form from doc, you can see here on there will be one sidebar which will open here. So in this sidebar, multiple options and instructions will be there. So what you can do is you can select collect username, okay, then ask for name, all these things you can enable, ask for teacher name or student name, whatever you can enable. Now here in this space, question number 1 which it is showing, here only you need to type the question. So what you can do is the first question, whatever you have typed, you have to select this question, copy it. Copy is as simple, just to press Ctrl C for copy, and then in this box, in question 1 which is there, in this box you need to paste it. Paste it by typing Ctrl V, by pressing Ctrl V. Okay, so now here below the question, a lot of options is there. Type. If it is descriptive type question, you need to select either text or paragraph. So mostly for descriptive type, you need to select paragraph. If it is multiple choice question, you need to select multiple choice option. Okay, if it is multiple answers, if they have to select multiple option, they have to select as answer, then you need to select checkbox option like this. So now what you need to do is you need to click paragraph because this is a descriptive type question. So once you finish that, you need to select add question option. So when you click on add question option, question 2 will appear. So in question number 2, what you need to do, you need to again select the second question. Who is the founder of Enigma machine? So here you need to copy, and again you just have to paste it. Okay. Then since this question is multiple choice question, you need to select multiple choice option. And now this is very important. Here you need to type all the options by pressing semicolon after you finish typing each option. Like for example, for the first option, when you're typing Albert Einstein, so after typing Albert Einstein, you should press semicolon. You know what is semicolon? Dot and comma together. Okay, that is semicolon. So you press semicolon button, which indicates that is the first option. Then you give a space, or you can press enter and you type another option, Thomas Alva Edison. Then press semicolon. Semicolon is very, very important. If you don't give semicolon, it will not consider it as a particular option. Okay. Then again, you type the third option, Alan Turing, semicolon. Then for fourth option, again you type enter, and you can give any other, you can type any other name. Okay. Like Steve Jobs, something like this. Okay. So you have to give multiple options. So this is how you can save your time by just copy and just by doing copy and paste option, by selecting copy and paste option, and you can create all the questions, as many number of questions as you can. And then finally, once you finish typing all the question, you should click on create form option. So when you click on create form option, it will automatically create a form for you, and that form will be stored in your Google Drive. Okay, so you can access that form by selecting this option, that is view form. So when you click on view form, it will take you to the form link where you can view the form which you have created. So you can just see now your form is created. And furthermore, if you want to make any changes, you can make changes inside the form itself. So you can see here the form is getting loaded. So all your questions are there, like define atomic mass, who is the founder, and multiple options, everything is there. Now the thing is, when you are using this method, that is from converting document into form, here only questions will be entered, marks will not be allotted. So to allot marks, you need to enable that settings. Okay, so those things and all you have to do from here only, you cannot do from there. Okay, so once all your question is ready, once your form is made, when you are viewing your form, you should again go to settings and enable the quiz option. So go to quizzes tab, make this as quiz. Okay, and in general tab, you should select limit to one response and click save. So once you do that, so below questions, all the questions, what will be there? Answer key option will appear now. Okay, just a minute. So you can see here now answer key option is appearing. Okay, below this question, you need to select answer key option and you need to select the right answer for this. So the right answer for this is Alan Turing. So you select Alan Turing, and how much marks you want to give to this question, you have to type the marks. So for example, if you are planning to give 1 mark to this question, you type here as 1 point and click done. Okay, and then for example, if it is descriptive part question, so for descriptive part question also you have to allot mark. So you click on descriptive part question and select answer key, and in the place of points you can allot as many points as you want. Like for example, if this question is for 2 marks, then you type 2 points and click done. Okay, so this is where this is how you have to allot the points for each question. So that point allotment you have to do from here only. You cannot do from directly from document. So from document you can just copy and paste the question, and which will help you to generate the form automatically. And then you click required option if that question is compulsory, which means there are some compulsory questions which a student must attend. So in that case, you need to enable a required option. If it is not a compulsory question, okay, if they have choice to leave it, then what you can do is you can disable this required option. Even if they don't answer to that question, no problem, marks will not be awarded to them. Okay, is that clear? So then here title and all, if you want to give, you can give any title like 11th standard chemistry. Okay, so all this you can do and you can save this form. So if you want to preview the form, you can see an eye symbol which is appearing here. So you can click on it where preview your form. So while seeing the preview, you can see how the form looks like. And then here you can click on the URL. You can copy this URL from the URL. You can copy and you can share it to the WhatsApp group or directly to the students via SMS or something. Now, yesterday one teacher asked me a question, how we can enable timer option in Google Form. So timer option can be enabled using add-ons feature of Google Form. Okay. So to enable that add-on, you need to click on these three dots, which is next to the send button. So when you click on three dots, lot of options will be there. So here you need to select add-ons. So when you click add-on, again, like how in document Google Docs, you have seen various apps like that. For Google Form also various applications will be shown. And there is an app called Timer, Form Timer. So that app you need to install to enable timer in the form. So the purpose of enabling timer is if you are setting a limit for that particular test, like for example, if you are conducting the test for half an hour or 1 hour. So based on that, you can set the timing, and whenever a student log in at any time, if whatever be the time according to his convenience, if a particular student logs in, so only 1 hour will be allotted to him. Within that time frame, he has to complete the exam. Okay. So you can see here automatically you can see there is an app called Quill Go that is called timer for, before its name was timer for Google Form, but now they have changed the name of that app. It is called Quill Go. So you can select on this app and you can install this app in your system. So again, the same thing, you should click continue. It will ask you to enable the permission. You can enable the permission. So select the mail. And enable the permission by selecting allow option. So once you do that, this application will be installed in the Google Form. Okay. Now it's installed. Now what you need to do is click done option, close this tab. Now you can see here there is an option called add-on. The first button among the 4 buttons, the first button which is there, something like puzzle. Okay, that is called puzzle symbol. That's called add-ons. So you select these add-ons where you can see Quill Go app will appear. So you click on Quill Go app and select configure option. So when you click on configure option, some options of that particular app will open where you can enable the timer. You can set the timer. So here what you need to do is you need to first create an account at Quill Go. So for that you need to click here to learn more option. It will take you to that particular website. Now in that website also you need to register your email ID. And let me tell you one more thing, teachers. These apps which is there, these add-ons which is there, they are from untrusted sources, which means we cannot guarantee that whether this app is fully secure or not. there are chances that it may steal your data. Okay, all these will be there because third party apps are developed by normal local developers, not directly by Google. Okay, so Google doesn't hold any responsibility if something happens to your data. So please make sure whenever you are using an add-on, make sure that safety also matters. So here what they will do is you can see here when I clicked on click here for more options. So it has taken to Quillgo website where you have to click join now. But then one more thing, this add-on is also not at free of cost. They also have some pricing they have given. So only demo version will work for you. Okay, and basic features uh, will have only few options, whereas if you buy full features, then a lot of options will be there for you. Like you can create, you can enable web camera tracking also. I mean, when a student is attending the exam, okay, even if you want to see their faces when they were attending, when they are attending exam using Google Form, if you want to see their faces, all those things can be enabled, but for that you need to pay here. Okay, so I think this Quillgo app accepts only in euro or dollars or in pounds. So if you're using at free, then 100 tests you can conduct per month. Okay, whereas if you purchase, the quota also increases, which means you can conduct 1500 tests per month. All this is there, and you will have all the features like web camera tracking features and everything will be enabled. And one more thing, in free version, I think only few students it will allow. Okay, not more than 100 students it will allow. It will allow only up to 100 students. So you need to register first, register your email ID, then it will provide you a link. That link you need to paste here in Quillgo app. And afterwards, you can able to use the options where you can set the timer. So this is one method for add-on. There is another add-ons available for timer. So a lot of such add-on applications are there. You can use any add-ons to create a timer, whichever is feasible to you, you can use. Like I'll just show you what are all the other timer apps available. So based on that, whichever is feasible to you, that particular app you can use to enable the timer facility in Google Form. Okay, so I think only one more minute is left. It will get disconnected. So you guys join the meeting by using the same link again because it is a basic version. So in 40 minutes, it will get disconnected. So only 1 minute is left. So after 1 minute, when we join, at the time I'll show the rest of the options. Okay. So after this understood, anybody have any queries you can ask now.
Yeah, there is okay, any doubt you can ask now. So far, okay, what Mr. There is any doubt? Don't feel okay very bad. Okay, even don't okay, understand. Ask okay, very simple question. Yes, so far all of you have understood. Have all of you understood?
You can ask in Tamil also if you want. I'll try to answer. No problem.
Ah, yes. Good, good. Yes, continue, Mr. Mohammed.
Yeah, better I'll reconnect again further. Only so in search apps you have to type a form timer. So when you type form timer, apart from that particular app, Quillgo, there are a lot of other apps available like form timer, form limiter, okay, form presenter, time plus proctor. So like there's a lot of apps available. So whichever the app you feel feasible. Okay, I feel this form timer app is somewhat basic and it has got very simple options. So you can use this app instead of the Quillgo app. You can use this app, and you just have to install this app as usual. But then again, I'll tell you, all these apps which is available inside the add-ons are developed by the local developers, not by Google. So in case if there is any data loss or something, so Google will not be responsible. So before you use this kind of add-ons, you need to make sure if the data is very important, then don't use these features. Okay, because one more option is there in case if you are purchasing G Suite application. So Google has got something called G Suite Marketplace, where whatever the add-ons which is being shown here is only free add-ons. Okay, but when you buy G Suite Marketplace, when you purchase it, Google itself will provide all the features. Okay, so that will be very safe, especially for an organization or any institutes. Okay, if mostly they used to purchase. So if you purchase that, then automatically Google will provide you a lot of options. So now you can see here in add-ons, you select a form timer option and click configure. So when you click configure, again some settings will come. So in the settings, so in the settings, you can see here you need to mention the timing. Okay, like for example, if you are conducting the test for 30 minutes, you should click 30. Okay, then if you want any logo to appear before the test starts, you can insert the picture. Maybe your school logo also you can insert. Okay, so before the exam starts, school logo will appear and then it will go inside the Google form. And all the test instructions and all, if you want to give any other instructions, you can type here. Okay, already some instruction has been typed, but apart from this instruction, okay, if you want to type something else about the test, you can type in this column. Okay, and below there will be one more option. If you want to keep any background color or text color, you can give that as well. You can select that as well. So background color, if you want it like orange or something, you can select that. And for text color, if it is black, this is actually for timer. Okay, when the timer is displayed, it will be displayed in that particular color. Okay, then after timeout, you need to select end test option. So what will happen after the timer gets over? I mean 30 minutes, 30 minutes or 45 minutes, your test will automatically get over. Okay, then time zone you need to select. So our zone is GMT plus 5:30, that is Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, New Delhi. So you need to select that option. Okay, so GMT plus 5:30 you need to go, or you can try to search here. Yeah, so GMT 5:30 is the Indian Standard Time as per Greenwich Mean Time. So you select that, and if you want to fix a particular time, which means if you are planning to conduct the test only in a specific duration, like how we conduct normal exams in school, that also you can do. So here you can fix the date. Maybe if you are conducting test tomorrow means, so first you need to type month. So this format is like American format, MMDDYY. So you need to type month, that is September 9 bar 22 bar 2020, and you can give the timing. So timing must be in 24-hour format. Like for example, if you're conducting in the morning, then no issues. You can type 10:00 up to 11 means you can type. If you're conducting in afternoon session, so you need to type the format as per 24 hours format. Like for example, if you're conducting test at afternoon 2 o'clock, then instead of typing 2, you need to type 14:00. Okay, then end timing, close time also you have to give. So date will be the same, 9/22/2020, and close time can be maybe 4:30 if you are closing the test. So you have to type 14:30, right? Because 2 o'clock it starts, that is at 14, and it will end at 14:30. Okay, then after configuring all this, you need to save. Okay, so all this configuration will be saved. Now after this, one more thing you need to remember. When you are creating timer, you should not share the normal Google Form link. You need to share the separate link which timer provides, because this form timer application will automatically generate a separate link for your form. Okay, so you can see here next to save button there is a share option available. So you need to click this share. Okay, so when you click on this share option, separate link will be provided to you. So this link you need to copy and send it to whoever you want. So you need, when you click on share, something like this is there. So you click on shareable link. Okay, and you have to type their email ID. Okay, or you can create a Google group also, like contacts. You can collect all the contact, you can put it in Google groups, and you can select that particular group. Like for example, we have created for particular class, online class. So inside that, all the students' email ID will be there. So likewise, you also have to create a Google group contacts there. Inside that group, you have to add all contacts email ID. But this feature will work only for 100 students, which means at a time you can conduct this test along with timer only for 100 students. And if you want to preview the test, you can see here next to, on the right hand side of the save, there is an option called, there is a button called preview. So when you click on preview, so it will take you to the website. So where along with the timer it will appear. So to enable the timer, you can see there is a pop-up which will prevent by any browser. You should click on this option and you should select allow pop-ups for Google Docs. So when you click on allow, then it will take you to that particular link where not only form will appear, form along with timer it will run, and student can able to answer that. So you can see here already I have set for 30 minutes. So you click on get started option. So when you click on get started option, I mean when a student opens that link, this is how it will appear to him. So you can see here now automatically your form is appearing, and so 30 minutes has been set. Now you can see the timer is running on top. So only in that particular specific allotted time they have to attend the test. Okay, it's very easy, right? So you can use this application to enable timer in your Google Form. And there is an option bell icon here. So beep before 1 minute means, so when only 1 minute last, 1 minute left means it will give you an alarm. So which will help, which will help the student to finish the test and click the submit button. Okay, which will alert them that exam is getting over. So I hope you guys have understood. So 3 things we discussed today. One is how we can generate Google Form with the help of Google Documents. And second thing, how to enable form timer using this timer add-on. And in Google Doc also, that add-on feature, how we have to enable, where we can share the Google document, or we can able to create the Google document into Google Form. Okay. So now it's question time. Any question, if you have any queries, if you have, you can ask freely. Yeah.
Yes, teachers, please. Okay, you can ask. Okay, your queries, doubts, or anything I've not understood. Mr. Mohammed is there to facilitate you.
You can ask orally, or if somebody is hesitating, you can even put it in chat box. I'll read the question and I'll reply
Otherwise,
to you.
I will ask at random. Can you explain what you have learned? Okay, I will ask somebody. Yes, then okay, Mr. Mohammed can correct it. Yes, shall I ask or you want to ask?
Father, good evening, Father. This is Preeti Movi, Father.
Yes, Preeti.
Father, can I ask in Hindi? If he
Yeah,
knows.
please, sure.
Mohammed, do you know Hindi?
Yeah, I know, Father.
Yeah, he knows.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am.
सर आपने जब बताया था तो मेरा थोड़ा सा कट हो गया, तो मैं बाहर चली गई थी।
Okay.
तो मैं ये पूछना चाहती थी कि मैं दूसरे जैसे आपने बताया है गूगल फॉर्म के अंदर जो क्वेश्चन फॉर्म करना है, क्वेश्चन बनाना है, तो मैं क्या कोई दूसरा ऐप भी इस्तेमाल कर सकती हूँ?
नहीं मैम, आपका वॉइस थोड़ा ब्रेक हो रहा है, क्या आप अगेन क्वेश्चन को दोहरा सकते हैं?
एक मिनट सर, आवाज नहीं आ रही।
या जी,
एक मिनट, आवाज नहीं आ रही जी, बोलिए, आप बोलिए।
अदरवाइज आप चैट बॉक्स में टाइप कर
हेलो
सकते हैं आपका क्वेश्चन।
जी जी, मैं चेक करती हूँ।
बेटर आप चैट बॉक्स में टाइप कर दीजिए, मैं आपको रिप्लाई कर दूंगा। Anybody else wants to ask any question? You can ask in Tamil, you can ask in Hindi, whatever.
Yeah, feel free to ask.
हेलो फादर।
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you can ask. Hello, yes, good evening.
ஃபாதர் குட் ஈவினிங் ஃபாதர், நான் தமிழ் கேள்வி பேசுறேன்.
சொல்லுங்க தமிழ்ல கேளுங்க.
Yeah, yeah.
சரிங்க ஃபாதர். இது இந்த இதுல வந்து ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு வந்து உப்பு கொடுத்துருக்கு இந்த இணையத்துல. தமிழ் கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் இதை பண்ணலாமா?
Tamil question paper பண்ணனும்னா yeah, you can type Tamil question paper also. But then you need to know the Tamil typing.
Okay sir.
You know Tamil typing, right?
ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு.
Yeah, அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும் நீங்கன்னா ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் இருக்கு. NHM ரைட்டர்னு ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் இருக்கு. ஹலோ, வேற நான் chat boxல போடுறேன். NHM ரைட்டர்னு ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர். ஓகே, அந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் நீங்க டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணீங்கன்னா
ஓகே சார்.
you can even type Tamil in Google form directly.
Okay sir, thank you sir, thank you. Thank you father.
There is a question from Priya ma'am. How can we send a link through mobile? See, in mobile also, yesterday I told you, right? After you finish creating Google form, you just have to click on top the URL. When you are selecting the preview option of Google form, on top there is an URL where we used to type the website address, right? So on top the URL, whatever is appearing for that particular form, you have to select that URL, copy it, and you can share it to anybody from mobile as well. You can refer my previous day's video so that you can able to get your answer. Okay. And then Preeti ma'am asked, क्या मैं दूसरा ऐप भी इस्तेमाल कर सकती हूँ? Yes ma'am, आप दूसरा ऐप भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो, but the problem is Google form is free. Okay, दूसरे ऐप के लिए आपको पे करना पड़ेगा. You have to pay for other apps, and I don't think so it will be much more user friendly when you are trying to use other apps instead of Google form. So better when you are conducting any assessment, अगर आप एग्जाम जो भी कंडक्ट करना चाहते हैं, बेटर आप गूगल फॉर्म यूज करने के लिए ट्राई कीजिए. ठीक है. Then one more question from Grace Priya ma'am. Sir, I need video.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay ma'am. Sir, I need video editor app which I want some extra features. Please, okay, I'll send a video which I want. Very simple ma'am. There is a video editor app called VSDC Video Editor. You can make a note of it. VSDC Video Editor that you can use. Or nowadays in mobile itself, lot of video editors are available in Play Store. You can try out any video editor, okay, and you can try to make a video according to your need. You can add photos, videos, and everything, and you can merge to make it as a video. Yeah, most welcome, Priya ma'am. And then Sangeeta ma'am, one question from Sangeeta ma'am. No doubt, sir. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Anybody else wants to ask? You can ask freely.
Sir, do we have any particular software for Macs to type the symbols like powers, exponents, powers?
Very good. Good question. Very good question. There is an add-on available in Google Documents where you can type the symbols also. Let me show you that. Okay. Very good question. Just give me a minute. I'll show you.
Okay, sir.
So when you are typing the Google Docs, so you just open Google Docs now. I'll show you. There is an add-on available for specifically typing the math formula. Okay, so all the math formula you can type in the Google Docs itself, or otherwise what you can do is there is one more option, alternate option. In MS Word, that is Microsoft Word, by default formulas option is there. You can use formula tab, you can type equations and everything. You copy that equation and paste it in Google Docs. That is another option, another alternative. But what I recommend you is, I don't think so whether the equation will be taken properly by Google Form. A student might confuse because superscript, subscript and all those options will not be enabled in Google Form when you type as a text. So what you can do is, you can insert questions which have got equations alone in the form of picture. What you can do is, you can just take the picture, a snapshot in your book, or if you have PDF of your book, you can take screenshot of that particular equation and you can insert the question as a picture. That will be better. Yesterday I explained you, right, how we can insert the question using picture. Okay, that you can do. Yeah. So anybody else having any question?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? How to send form timer link along with Google Doc? No, ma'am. This form timer link, form timer is different. Google Doc is different. I already told you. Google Doc, you are using only to copy the questions to prepare the Google form. Once you prepare the Google form successfully, from inside the Google form only, you have to enable the form timer option. So form timer has nothing to do with Google Doc. Okay. Then one more, Ranjini ma'am, whether it is possible to locate places on the map by the students in the form. I don't think so. That is possible. Or you can do like this. What you can do is, you insert the picture of the map. Okay, and while selecting the option, there is an option called file upload. In file upload option, if you enable next to the question, a student can draw, or if he has a map, he can mark the places in the map. He can take a snapshot and he can upload that picture file in the Google form. That is one alternative for that. Yeah. Anything else?
Yes, teachers, if there is anything else?
What happened? Others?
No, Father. No, Father.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Start working on it only, you will be able to have lots of doubts, isn't it?
Yes, Father.
Mr. Mohammed, you will be available now to clarify some doubts of our teachers.
Sure, Father.
Okay,
so
so
let them
when
work.
they start working on the laptop.
Yeah, let them work. If they have any doubt,
Yes,
they can discuss
once
it.
they start working on it only. Correct. So dear teachers, you can start working and then clarify all your doubts. So now I take this chance in each and every one of you. We want to thank Mr. Mohammed Safi for the wonderful session he has given yesterday and today, this evening. Actually, it is free of cost. Actually, we have to pay. Actually, but Mr. Safi said it is for service oriented. So we are very grateful to you, Safi.
Yeah, thank you so much, Father. So thank you everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You are service minded. And of course, the school also will be very happy to give some contribution to you. Don't worry.
Okay,
Though you are not interested, but we'll invite you.
Okay, Father.
Invite you to honor you. For the service that you have done for our school.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you, Father.
And my dear teachers, as we thank Mr. Modi Mohammed Safi, we are also grateful to Ma'am Purachi, okay, our General Secretary. And through her help only we have arranged, okay, Mr. Modi. So in the name of each one of you, I am grateful to Ma'am, okay, Purachi, okay, for our General Secretary, for having, okay, arranged, okay, Mr. Safi. Thank you, Purachi. Thank you very much.
It's okay, Father. It's my pleasure, Father. Thank you.
Good, very good.
Yes, Father.
And
So,
even I'm happy
Mr.
that
Mohammed? Yes.
all the teachers are very curious, and
Yes.
few of the question which even I never thought of the answer they asked, especially like
They were little afraid. Some of them were little afraid about the media. I
that's
think now,
okay.
okay, they are, okay, well aware of the media. Only the fear, okay, you have removed, okay, from them. Good. So the fear aspect of it, you okay, have removed, and your explanation was, okay, very clear, understandable.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
it was clear, understandable. Clarity was there. Okay, the clarity was there, and even, okay, those teachers were struggling to understand also. They have understood, okay, very well. Good. So once again, okay, we are, okay, very grateful to, okay, Mr. Mohammed Safiq for his availability and for his service mindedness. Huh? Yes, it was so nice of him. He was
Thank you
able
so
to,
much.
okay, explain, okay, very well. Okay, very well, and very precise way. Okay, yes, okay, explain. It shows, okay, his expertise, okay, in this level. Okay, what is your study, Mr. Safiq?
Major is chemistry, MSc chemistry.
Oh, chemistry, yeah.
Yeah.
Chemistry student, okay, are able to know,
That's
okay,
what
the
you-
IT. Good, very good.
So
Yeah,
many
very
chemistry
good,
questions have come, Father.
yes, that's
While
what.
typing,
Yeah.
so many chemistry questions have come.
See,
Physics and
Safiq, they are
chemistry.
happy. Our science teachers are happy.
Yeah, that's why actually. Anyways, I'm handling for chemistry classes only, but then this is just my hobby. Computer is just like a hobby.
Good. So thanks a lot, Mr. Safiq. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you
Father,
so
God
his
much.
bless
phone
you.
number, Father. Father, his phone
Yeah,
number.
I'll share it, okay, with you. Okay.
Yes, Father. Yes, Father.
So once
Okay.
again, we thank, okay, Mr. Safiq
Yeah,
and, okay, his expertise, and we will continue to do the same to our school. Okay.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you everyone for
All
joining
right.
today.
Thank you very much. Okay, sir.
Thank
You
you
very
very much,
much.
sir.
Thank you, my dear teachers. Thank you, my dear
Thank you,
teachers. Thank you
Father.
very
Thank
much.
you, sir. Thank you,
You have
Father.
made
Thank you, Father. Thank you, sir.
God
Thank you,
bless you.
Father.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Thank you.
Father. Thank you,
Goodbye.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Father.
you, Father.
Thank